Hey everyone, this is a video long time in the making here. I had a follower reach out to me and asking help on this one particular pattern. It's from the dinosaur book that I did last year, I believe it was. She's seen the T-Rex one, and I don't remember this part of the pattern, so I believe it's probably from one of the other patterns in the book, unless I just totally spaced and did the pattern completely wrong when I did it originally. So we shall find out here in a minute. I'm trying to make sure I'm getting centered here because I just did this once and I was not centered. Again, I'm very sorry for this taking so long to get to it. My old stand for my phone had broken and I couldn't find this one that I needed to use, and where I was recording is become a completely different room now, so trying to find a place to sit down and record is not fun all the time. So I'm sitting outside, so you may hear birds and kids and all sorts of weird things in the background, and I apologize for that now. But she sent me the pattern, and her main thing was round 15 and 16 on this pattern. So I've done like 9 through 14 on here. I just didn't want to do the whole thing, and I'm going to do my best to make sure I stay on camera this time. So what we're going to do is on pattern round 15. Normally I would have a running stitch marker going up my seam so I know where the beginning and the end is. I'm not worrying about that right now because I can just kind of count and keep track of it. I'm not doing a whole thing and having to come back and try to remember where I am. But round 15 starts off with 6 single crochets. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And it says to place a marker here. Now normally I would place a marker that's a bright color. I don't have any with me, so I'm just going to use my tail because it's long enough. And we're going to go down the other side and do 6 more single crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Slipped. 6. This round before had 16 stitches, so we did 6 and 6. It's only 10, so there's 4 stitches down here we have not touched. We're not going to. We are going to chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. We're going to come across to the stitch that you marked. Insert your hook there, and we're going to do a single crochet. Okay, we're going to pull out our marker. We're going to replace it right up underneath of it. And then we are going to, let me look, 6 more crochets. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then when I was figuring this out, I'm pretty sure 6 is going to be up here on the chain because I think it's going to be, I don't think it will work if you come down over here. But let me, because we're going to end up, because it doesn't say on here. It's a little confusing, and I don't have page 14 on here to reference. It does say to reference page 14, so I don't have that with me. My book, like I said, is packed, so I can't get to it. Let me just double check while I'm sitting here reading. To create the leg bend. See, and I'm wondering if I should go down over here, because then I'm going to do that, and it's going to come up to the stitch marker over here, but that's going to cross over, so I think I'm going to go here. It worked well the last time. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. I'm going to come over to where your stitch marker is. It's going to be literally like in the next stitch. Single crochet. I'm going to move the marker. Then we're going to go 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Oop, I was a little tight on that one. Sometimes you got to wiggle it in. Then what we're going to do is we're going to insert into the side edge of the leg bend that's over here, okay? And we're going to this is where I screwed up too. We're going to yarn over and pull it up, okay? Then next we're going to insert the hook into the next stitch. So that's down here. We're going to yarn over and pull up, and we're going to pull those together, okay? So it kind of helps bend it some. Then what we're going to do is we're going to single crochet 3 more times. So that was 1, and then 2, 3, and that's your 4th stitch here of those original 16 that we never touched. Okay, so now we're back to the beginning. Now round 16, I'm going to single crochet 2 stitches, or no, single crochet 2 into the next stitch. So 1, 2, and then again, as a single crochet 2 in the next 2 stitches. Okay. Then we are going to single crochet 2 stitches separately. 1, 2. We're going to insert hook into the next stitch right here. You can see it's right here. It's kind of blended in. Okay. And then we're going to insert into the side edge of the leg. So we're going to go right in here. We got 3 loops there. And draw through the 3 loops. Make sure to pull it tight like we did on the other side. I'm going to remove my stitch marker here because I kind of know it. Well, I'm going to just pull it down a little bit more. And then we're going to single crochet into this one where the stitch marker is. Oop, I'm pulling too tight because I'm too early. Because you want this good and taut, because otherwise you're going to have a big hole. Okay, so you got a hole there. Make sure you just tighten that up. Pull out your stitch marker. And now we're going to single crochet 10. So 1, 2, 3, 4. This is going to be the fun part. 5. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, remember when you're coming down over here, that stitch was in the side of the leg, so you got to look for it and make sure it hits. It might not look like a normal stitch, so it might be a little wonky because you pulled 3 to get 3 loops together through there. If that is the end of round 16, and then round 17, 18 is just 18 stitches. The rest is pretty self-explanatory and simple. This was quite the interesting leg bend, but sometimes you got to play with them to get the stitches to set right. Okay, that's what it's going to look like when it's all done. All right, again, I'm so sorry that this took me forever to get to you and do it. Like I said, I've kind of gotten away from crocheting for a little while, working on some other projects and whatnot, but I hope this helps. I'm going to tag you to it, and I hope everybody's having a good day. And if you want more tutorials like this on certain things, let me know. I promise I'll try to do it a lot quicker than I did on this one. Hope everybody's having a good fall, and we'll talk to y'all later. Bye.